Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure that notification bell switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have such an exciting one because I am testing out a whole new bunch of products from Revolution. If you'd watched my haul a few days ago, I am basically testing the majority of products that I showed in that video, barring the I Heart Revolution Heartbreakers collection, because that will be my next video, so look out for that. But for today's video, I have got a whole bunch of products to try today, and obviously this is my completed makeup. So if you'd like to see what products I used and what I thought of them, then please keep watching. Right guys, we have a whole box of stuff to try today. I'm so excited. So firstly, I have moisturised with my Revolution Hydration Boost Lightweight Hydrating Gel Cream, and we actually have two primers to test today. So we have the one by Revolution Pro, which is the Blur Stick, and we also have the Revolution Liquid Powder. They both kind of do the same things. They're both like a blurring product. I think this one's just more of a serum and this has pink clay in it, whereas this is just like a stick, like a huge stick, like look at that. And obviously they're just completely different formulas. So let's put these two to the test. Right, we're gonna test the Blur Stick first. I've never used one of these before. I'm just gonna smear it on. Is that right? It smells amazing. If you like your watermelon scent, you are going to love this. Okay, so it does feel like any normal like pore filling product. It doesn't feel greasy or oily. It's quite a nice pore blurring formula, I think. So based on first impressions, I actually really like that. I was really worried it was going to be really like greasy and oily. Normally like products like that are, but this is actually really nice. It is super expensive. I think it's about £12. So it's definitely not the most affordable blurring product, but I mean it does the job. My pores do look really nice and blurred, and I really like the smell as well. Like that is making me want to use it even more. That gets a thumbs up from me. And now to test the liquid powder pore blowing makeup serum. This costs £10, so again quite expensive. I would advise to shake this because I looked at it the other day, and obviously at the bottom there's the powder and the liquid. You've got to make sure you mix it, otherwise you'll be left with like just bits of powder in there. Okay, so at first, very obviously liquidy, so you need to make sure you hurry up and blend it in, otherwise it's just going to drip down your face. This one has dried down now, and to be honest, I think my pores look better on this side. I mean, I do have quite large pores, so it might differ from person to person, but based on these two pore blowing products, my left side looks so much better than this side. I just feel like I can still properly see these pores. It has definitely like smoothed them over and mattified that area, but in terms of actual like pore blurring, definitely the Blur Stick over the liquid powder serum. But obviously these are just first impressions, so I'm going to keep giving them a go, and if opinions change I will let you know. I'll also see how well like foundation goes over the top of that as well. So I'm just going to put some Conceal and Define foundation on. You guys know this is like one of my favourite, if not my favourite, Revolution foundation. And I'm also going to be using my Roxy sponge that I didn't actually use in my Roxy video. You finally get to see me use it, so let's try this. Okay, so now I've got the foundation on. I have a bit of dryness on this side. I mean, my skin is being a little bit difficult at the moment. I have got dry patches, but it seems that the foundation has clung to dryness here, but not on this side. So with the Blur Stick, even though it blurred my pores a lot more, it seems to not sit well under the foundation, whereas the liquid one did. Okay, I just concealed some spots, but we do have a different concealer to test, and that of course is, oh, it's really separated in here now. Can you see that? Look how separated that is. Anyway, we have the Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer in the shade Fair. This has vitamin C in, and it's one of the twisty, like, uppy concealers. I think, as I said in my haul, I think this is supposed to be a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm not entirely sure though. And I think this was about £6 or £8. Let's twist. Let's put this on under our eyes. I don't know if that's a bit too much. I don't really like this packaging, to be honest with you. It looks really nice, but the actual packaging itself, because it's one of those like sponge applicators, I don't know, it just gets super messy. So I'm now going to take the point of the sponge and I'm going to blend this concealer out. This is the shade Fair, but it's quite yellowy. Which is a bit annoying because I don't have a yellow undertone, but I mean that might be the illuminating thing, I don't know. Do my under eyes look really nice and bright? I think they do, to be fair. The coverage is nice. It's not the best coverage concealer that I've ever tried in my life, but it definitely has a really nice like medium coverage. It looks super pretty, and I definitely think it brightens your under eyes, so that's good. I'll definitely have to see how that concealer is underneath like the rest of my makeup. But now we can test out this powder. This is the Powder Bright Brightening Pressed Powder. Now this is £8. It's so expensive, and I need to see why it's £8, because that is pretty pricey for just like a white powder essentially. That is what it looks like. I said in my haul this only has like 2.6 grams of product in it as well, so really not a lot. So I'm going to take this Peaches and Cream brush. This is a PC18. It's just like a small domed brush, and I'm going to take the product on this brush and I'm going to set my under eyes with it. And I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Pressed Powder. Okay, so my entire face is now set, and this is what the brightening powder looks underneath. Now, I mean, it's definitely brightened my under eyes. I think you can see that on camera. But do I think you need to spend £8 on this brightening specific powder? Not really. I feel like it would do the exact same job if it was just like a translucent like pressed powder, like the one that I used, but not in ivory, in like translucent. I just don't know, like if you want a KKW dupe then maybe, but if you just want a powder to brighten your under eyes, I honestly feel like a white pressed powder will do the job just fine. Honestly, don't notice like a massive, like, oh my goodness, like my under eyes are super bright. But if you're looking, as I say, if you're looking for a KKW dupe, or if you are looking for a specific brightening powder, then possibly pick this up. But I don't think this is revolutionary, if I'm honest with you. I don't think everyone needs to go out there and buy this because it's amazing. I feel like you could honestly just use like any white powder and it would do the exact same thing. Okay, so those are all of the like new in like base products. I do also have this spray to try, but I want to put this on before I do my highlighter. So I'm just going to quickly put my bronzer and contour on, and then we can put this on and then my highlight. So be right back. Okay, so now I have those products on, we can now test this spray. Now I'm super excited about this. This is the Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray Ultra Matte Finish with Aloe and Vitamin E. This is a makeup fixing spray. This costs £10, which, I mean, I feel like Revolution are upping their prices at the moment. Obviously, based on all the products we've tested so far, they're super expensive. But that is what I'm here for. I'm here to test them out for you guys to see if they're worth it. So this is what the bottle looks like. It has like rose gold and black packaging. It is in like that aerosol packaging like the Morphe ones are. Oh, and it has the exact same like spray cap on it. And it is quite forceful, but once you actually like spray it out, it's very like thin. So let's try this. Okay, I've given that some time to dry down, and I actually feel like it did mattify parts of my skin. I feel like I was looking a little bit more dewy earlier, and now I'm not. Yeah, I don't feel as glowy. And I feel like dry, in a good way though, like not like super dry. My camera cut off, but what I was saying is that I honestly feel like it's worked. I've got no like residue on my skin or anything, and I think it does definitely mattify your skin. So if you're looking for a new like matte setting spray, if you have like oily or combination skin, then this is definitely one to look out for. I actually really love it. Right, I need to put some highlighter on. There isn't a new highlighter, so I'm just going to go in with my So palette. I feel like I haven't used this on camera in flipping ages, so I'm going to take this one here. Okay, so I have my highlighter on. I now want to test out this blush for you on camera. I have so many of these. These are the Reloaded blushes. This is Coral Dream, which is much more darker than I thought it was going to be, but we're going to give it a go. I'm honestly just going to take a very light hand with this. It's probably going to be very pigmented. Okay, so this is the blush on. I literally used the tiniest amount. So if you've got fair skin, obviously you need to use minimal amount, or just don't buy this one. That would look beautiful on like a deeper skin tone though. We're now going to zoom in because I have a few eye products to try. I actually have quite a lot of eye products to try, so let's get into it. Okay, firstly we need to sort these brows out, and I have this like a laminate brow product. This was £6, I believe. If I'm getting any of these wrong, I do apologise. I will leave everything linked down below if you are interested in any of them. I got mine in the shade medium brown, and this is what it looks like. It just has like a pencil on one end and then the gel on the other. I feel like this is quite a genius product to have both of your brow stuff in the same compact. The only thing with this though is that the pencil is not like thin, it has like a slanted edge, but I feel like that is the laminate brow look, isn't it? Because you have to do your individual brow strokes. I don't know, I'm not an expert in that because I have my eyebrows microbladed, so I don't have to do any filling in, if that makes sense. But we're going to give this a go. We are going to have some strong brows today. I have not penciled my eyebrows in for the longest time, so they are going to look a little bit strong today. I do apologise. The shade is obviously medium brown, so it's probably my own fault for picking a dark shade, but it's fine. I don't mind the strong brow look. So now we're going to take the gel side. This is just like a clear gel. It's on quite a nice like little spoolie, which is nice. And let's brush this for our brows. Okay, so I've put the brow gel on. It definitely did work at like brushing my hairs like up. I don't have a lot of brow hairs, hence why I have my microbladed, so I'm probably not the best person to review a product like this, but it did brush what hairs I do actually have. It has dried down and it's not gone like hairspray, you know, when it goes all hard. It definitely just feels like a normal brow gel. I wouldn't rely on this if you had like more bushier eyebrows to stick your hairs down, because I don't think it's going to do that. I think it just brushes it into like a shape and kind of sets it, but doesn't keep it in place all day, if that makes sense. So yeah, wouldn't rely on this if you want to keep it in place all day, but if you want like just a quick clear brow gel to put in your brows, then this works the trick. Okay, so I've just primed my eyes off of camera. I used this one. This is, of course, the Revolution Ultimate Eye Base. This is basically all I use to prime my eyes nowadays. It's so, so good. And I'm going to test a palette from the new like Revolution Pro Rockstar collection. I have got the whole like Rockstar collection to test, so stay tuned. But I have the Nude Edition and Noir Edition. I did ask my patrons which palette they prefer to see, but it was a pretty like 50-50 answer. So Frank is sitting over there while I'm filming, and I asked him before I started filming which one should I film with, and he picked this one. So we're going to be testing the Noir Edition today. Just a reminder, that is what it looks like. Again, a lot of shimmers, so you've only got a selected mattes to play with today, but this is what the palette looks like. These palettes both retail for £15, so they're super expensive, so they're definitely not cheap. So I'm definitely gonna tell you whether it's worth the money or not, and if you want to see a separate video on the Nude Edition, then please let me know and I'll definitely do that for you. Let's get stuck into this though. I'm gonna quickly jump off camera, do some swatches, and then we can get into the eye look. Okay, so because there's only like a selected few mattes in here, you know, there's not really much choice. I'm firstly going to take this one. I think this one down here is quite a dark purple, and this is called Solo. All of the mattes are fairly on the purple side, apart from the two lighter ones up here, and all the shimmers are pretty mixed, to be honest. There's a little bit of kickback, and this is on a Morphe M433, and I'm going to put this in my crease. I'm next going to take this matte shade here, which is called Ultimatum, and I'm taking this on the Roxy, oh, these don't have names, this is the like big fluffy brush, and I'm going to use Ultimatum to blend out my crease area. I'm just going to use a clean blending brush just to buff out those edges a little bit. I'm going to add a bit of the other matte called Femme, which is this one here. I'm just going to add a little bit of that in the crease. I wish I kind of started with that shade, but oh well. I'm just going to add this just to deepen it up a little bit and make it a little bit more warm toned. That is much better. I prefer that shade actually. I prefer Femme to Solo, but we are going to go back in with Solo because obviously there's only selected mattes we can play with. So I'm going to take Solo and I'm going to put this on my outer and inner corners. So these are what the lids are looking like. I'm super happy. I love how everything's blending. I love the shades. Only thing is, these are pretty much the only mattes you can play with. The only other ones are like a peach shade and like a light crease, like setter shade. I don't think that peach goes with the other mattes whatsoever. And then there's just obviously this crazy amount of shimmers and glitters. I just don't think there's any need for that. I'm going to take a shimmer and put it in the middle of my lid. I'm not going to use a glitter today. I'm just going to use a normal shimmer, and then we do actually have an eyeliner to test as well. I think I'm going to take this yellow gold shimmer here, which is called Forest. I'm not really too sure. And they have this like weird obviously pan on them, but I'm going to see if this works with a brush. And obviously I'm not going to wet them either. But let's see how they apply. Okay, that is a really nice gold shimmer, and I feel like it goes really nice with these purples. I don't think I've ever done a look like this before, so I am really happy with it. The shimmers are really nice on their own, like you don't need to wet them. They are pigmented and they do shine, so I am very happy with that shimmer. And now we can go on to testing the Rockstar Eyeliner. Now I am a little bit scared for my life because this is like a different type of eyeliner to what I'm used to. This is the matte liquid eyeliner. This is what the packaging looks like, and it's one of those ones that have the little brush tip applicator, so it looks like this. I don't know who I think I am, but I'm gonna try and do a winged eyeliner. Wish me luck. Okay, if you are not an expert in eyeliner, then I think you should try out like more like felt tip pens like the Roxy one, because I struggled so much with that eyeliner. I'm just not good with the like brush tips. It's not the eyeliner's fault, that's just me, my skill. I mucked up so many times and my wings are absolutely huge because I kept going because I kept mucking it up. So only buy that if you're an expert in eyeliner, or if that's your preferred eyeliner and you know you're good at it, just because it is like more of a brush, so you're more likely to make mistakes with it rather than a felt tip. You kind of know where you're at with it, if that makes sense. So it is nice. You can definitely feel it on your eyes though, like it is, because it is a matte eyeliner, I feel like it's a bit more heavier, so you can definitely feel the eyeliner when it's on. I don't know if that puts people off or not, but I'm just telling you that's my initial like thoughts on it. In terms of being matte, some parts of it are still shiny, so I don't know if that has to dry down anymore. But it is super black though, I will say that is a super black eyeliner, which is good. It does dry down quite quickly as well, so just be wary of that if you take your time with it. It's that type of product where you can't take your time with it, because by the time you go back over it, it's all like dried underneath and it starts dragging. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the eyeliner. A bit mixed. It is a decent eyeliner, it's just like not my favourite type of eyeliner. Okay, we do have another eyeliner to try, and this is by Revolution Pro. This is a Visionary gel eyeliner. I did get mine in the green shade. I'm not sure what shade. Oh, Envy. I did have to sharpen mine because if you saw my hole, it literally like flew off when I was, not in that video, but I mentioned that it literally like flew off while I was unwrapping the plastic. So I'm just going to put this in my waterline. I don't know if it's necessarily going to go with this look, but we're going to see. So that worked. It's definitely a pigmented gel eyeliner. I do prefer these like gel eyeliners because I feel like they're a lot more smoother and more pigmented. These are like a shimmery eyeliner. So if you're looking for some like shimmery eyeliner, then these are really nice. It looks super pretty in the waterline. I do need to finish this eye look off though, because I look very weird right now. I swear this eye look is like nothing like I normally would do. But the gel eyeliner is really nice and pigmented, and I wasn't even putting that much pressure on because I was doing it like while filming. Usually I'll like pull my eye down a little bit and like proper pile it on, but even though I was only applying a little bit of pressure, it still was really nice and pigmented, so this gets a thumbs up from me. So we're going to go back in with the palette, and I think I'm going to take that Solo shade again down here, and I'm going to put that all across my lower lash line. For my inner corners and brow bone, I'm going to take this shimmer here, which is called Promise. Okay, and this is the finished eye look. This is like completely different for me. Like, when do I ever do eye looks like this? So you'll definitely have to let me know what you think of it down below. So those are pretty much all of the products tested. I'm gonna now hop off camera. I'm gonna put some lashes, mascara and lips on, and then I'll be right back just to round up my thoughts and opinions on all the products I tested today, and we can round off this video, so be right back. Okay guys, so this is my completed look. I decided to just go ahead with mascara, and I used the 5D Lash Lift, the Lift and Define 5D Lash Extra Dimension Mascara. I absolutely love this. I've been using this a lot recently. And my lips is a I Heart Revolution lipstick in the shade Chocolate Brownie. I thought the shade went really well with this eye look. And yeah, those are the products I used off of camera. And let me know what you think of this look, because I feel like I never do eye makeup like this with like the darker shades, the gold in the middle, the winged eyeliner, the eyeliner in the waterline. So I definitely feel like I'm like jumping out of my comfort zone a little bit, but I low-key really like it. So let me know down below what you think of this makeup, because I would love to know. And now we need to just round up this video. I pretty much have given you my opinions on all the products I've tested so far, but I'd say my favourites from this video are probably the blur stick, despite it going a bit dry underneath my foundation. I love the Roxy sponge because it was really nice and soft and worked really nice to blend out my foundation. I did love the palette, despite there only being like a few mattes. Like, the quality of this is really nice. Do I think that you need this? I mean, not necessarily. Like, it is just like 5 or 3, should I say, like 3 purpley mattes and 2 peach and like a really light matte here, and the rest are shimmers. So do I think you need to spend £15 on this? Like, not necessarily, not unless you were like in love with the colour story. The quality is really good. Like, I'm not faulting the quality of it whatsoever, because the quality was really nice. All the matte shade blended really easily with each other. They were super pigmented, and the shimmer was really nice as well. So I absolutely love the quality of this. I just think £15 is a lot of money. Oh my goodness, I loved this spray. If you are looking for a new like matte setting spray for your skin, if you have like an oily combination skin type, this is going to be your new best friend. I can tell you that I'm going to use this so much. I always love to have like a super matte base and then a blinding highlight, because I do have an oily T-zone. So I'm super happy with this. This is well worth the money, and yeah, I definitely recommend this. So those are my roundup thoughts and opinions on all the products that I tested today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below what your favourite product was that I tested in today's video, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!